Should we just look and smile?
All right, hello and welcome to Swing It and Ding It, an iHeartMedia podcast.
Man, this is a birdie fest.
It's a Philly show, baby.
Let's
go.
That's right. Welcome in to Swing It and Ding It. This is Moose along with Mays and Matthews, and we are sponsored by Buy My Balls, Bet Parks, Wear SPF, and Rita's. Our normal producer, Mike Powers, is in Alaska mediating the meeting between Putin and Trump. So we have Germ filling us tonight. So thanks a lot, Germ, for hopping in and filling out. So yeah, absolutely. So I am coming in fresh from
hot.
Oh man, Harry's already just not happy
He's
about
pissed. Yeah, mute his mic.
Well, I
mute his
can't
mic.
believe you don't have any Bayonne gear on today. I mean,
I don't
just
even know
got
if
out
he
of
had
the
time
car.
to shower.
what did you spend in the pro shop? You had
North of
$300.
Yeah, once you start going into the belts and everything.
Yeah,
I mean
belts
the
are
belt.
expensive.
Can you get a belt under $100? I don't.
The
not,
belt has the ferry on it. It's so cool.
Oh yeah,
but yeah,
Is it reversible?
No. But yeah, I would say top 3 golf experience I've ever had.
Is that right?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So Pine Valley's one.
Pebble.
Pine
Pebble
Valley,
two.
Pebble, Oakmont, and this are maybe our top 4. Like I don't know. I don't know if I've had a cooler experience in golf
than today.
And thanks to Alex, Lon, and Ryan from my club who had a connection. Rudy Verga, and turns out I meet Rudy, and he grew up in South Philly, then Bucks County, played at Marion in the Philly Am, like
what?
Cobbs Creek turned into like everything else turns into a Philly golf conversation. He will be a future guest of Swing It and Ding It.
Terrific.
But we were out there with the great Sean Brace, who was my teammate today, and our client Matt from Tick Pick. Great company, great guy. And it was definitely a wow moment to get out there. They took the ferry from Manhattan. They have a private ferry that picks you up in Manhattan and met us there. And the second, it's wild, right? You're driving in Bayonne, New Jersey, and it's like, little shops and everything. And then you turn the corner, the gates open, and like, am I in Scotland? Like, yeah, the story's crazy because it's only, I think 2007 was when it opened, and first time club designer. And the clubhouse, though, feels like it's been there for 100 years. That's the cool part. And it is just an incredible clubhouse with, the showers are fantastic, right? And the food was tremendous. And the golf course, first of all, you go down and like, all right, hop in a cart and go down to the range. They're like, the range is the Hudson River.
It's in water. Yeah.
So you turn the corner and it's just like, you see like buoys and bumpers that just block in a square, and you're just firing floating balls out into the river.
Awesome.
Nice. Yeah. And I saw the post. I saw all your posts, actually.
Oh, thanks, Harry.
I was living vicariously through you today on the Instagram, and
saying select words under his
shower. The shower head was like, how close was
you
that?
You got to get the shower.
How close was that to Oakmont? Because I've heard Oakmont may have the greatest shower ever.
Scranton, too.
Ever.
Yeah, Scranton's
the
phenomenal.
Water pressure.
Scranton will peel a layer off your back. This is just like beautiful, pristine. Yeah, the people need to see the showers at these clubs. That's why I do my service, right? That's why I do this work for the people, so they can see. And just an incredible shower.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't normally say like it's not fair, but I'm telling you, the women's locker rooms at most of these places are not like the men's. It's not like these locker rooms are incredible, where I can go through and tell you like top 10. It's like no, like can we get running water in the shower?
Right.
Like,
the women's locker rooms are generally an afterthought.
Well, 100%. And I get it. A traditionally men's sport, we were an afterthought, and now it's like, hey,
that is
like,
an outrage.
I guess we got to let them in,
That's an outrage.
I mean,
really. Yeah.
And
that's why they have the spa for us at most places. So you take what you can get.
But yeah, you see the huge American flag that just like it's everywhere. And your boy's putter, I rolled in about 65 feet of putts in the first 4 holes.
Nice.
No, not yet. I don't have the make field yet, but I'm just saying me as your boy.
Yeah. Your boy. Okay. I thought you were saying
putter,
like Harry's boys putter. Yeah. Okay.
yeah, the putter was
Well, what putter
hot.
are you working with?
I have like the Cobra. I hit a million putters,
I
and that
thought
one
you had a
that one felt the best.
Bednardi or something you were
I
working
did,
with.
but then I wanted to go back to a blade because I'm fidgety and I have to change. I felt like that was like too heavy and I was whacking the ball. And this I've got really good touch with it. No, just a regular blade. Yeah, but I liked it better than Scotty that I hit. So
well, at least somebody made some putts this week.
I have a blade, and I was with Brad a couple weeks ago, and he was looking at me putting. He's like, "Okay, like I get it, and it's pretty, and you like it." He's like, "But honestly, like the mallet, you're gonna have more control, like visually, whatever."
Yeah, Brad's all over the mallets now.
I like to look down on it and think it's pretty.
It's a different look looking down onto a mallet.
I don't want to look at a laptop. I look at a laptop all day. I don't want to look down at a putter and be like, "There's a mini laptop."
Right, right.
But Harry, it's Bayonne is the kind of course, and you would feel the same, that I would love to get done playing and then play it again, because there's so many shots where you're like, where am I hitting? Like,
right.
There was one. I'll post a picture.
We did.
Yeah. And it's the purest form of golf is when you walk and have caddies.
Is
right?
it a links? It's links, kind of, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's links. But I mean, sometimes and I'll post one picture. It's like the most narrow shoot of a fairway.
Yeah.
A lot of bunkering, a lot of ups and downs.
How'd you play?
A lot of less than driver. I actually played really well the front nine. Now the weird part is, I think I shot like a 43 on the front, and I had like a triple. I blew up on the last hole, so I was
43
firing.
with a triple.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Up.
So that we come around the back. We're on 13, and the guy comes out. He's like, "Yo, I'm blowing the horn at 5:00. It's gonna be bad." And the caddy goes, "Guys, there's no one in front of us. Like,
that's awesome.
No, he's like, forget about playing 14, 15. He's like, let's go move up and play 16, 17, 18.
Oh, so you skipped some holes.
He's like, skip.
He wanted you to have the finishing holes?
He's like, if you want to come back, if it clears, fine. He goes, but the 16, 17, 18 here are as good as anywhere.
Oh, okay.
And a caddy can make or break a round.
Oh, it was the right move, man. Because when we hit our putt on 18, they blew the horn.
No kidding.
So it was
just smart. And you got to see the finishing hole be right at the clubhouse. Like,
yes.
Wow. Nice.
So smart. And the finishing hole is awesome. You're coming up from the river. You're under the flag. The clubhouse is right there. I mean, I posted a bunch of videos. I'm going to post some more. But
yeah, I got to look at what that clubhouse looks like. You said it looks like it's
just an experience of a lifetime.
Nice.
And
you didn't run into Mike Greenberg, did you?
No, but they said he is there every day.
Yeah, he's there all the time. He takes that ferry over from ESPN New York every day.
Wow,
Braves was asking about some of the guys, and that was the first name that they said was your boy Greeny, Harry.
Isn't Eli Manning a member there too?
I know Eli's at Sabonic, but I don't know if he's
at Liberty National too.
Okay,
Eli loves golf.
Yeah.
Wow.
But thanks again to Rudy. We'll have him on soon. I think you guys. I mean, once he saw my hat that said Philly Golf, and he's like, "Oh wait, where?" He lit up, and man, he starts talking about Cobb's Creek and like. Yeah. You know, he had a ball, and I had a great time talking to him. So yeah, beautiful. a lot of fun. But we'll talk a little bit more about our golf too, because I had a wild experience in the Derby this weekend that I want to talk about, because that was the most high stakes golf I've ever played, and it was a cool experience to be a part of it. But let's talk about our boy Rosie. Are we talking about Rosie or Fleetwood?
Yeah, which one? I mean, what do you do here? Like, Fleetwood falls short yet again. Like I told Danielle, he doesn't win on the PGA
I was gonna
Tour.
say, and you were playing in my head the whole time, Harry. I was like, I saw him, and I was like, but Tommy doesn't win, even when he had like a 3-shot lead, like going into 15, I think it was. I was like, I don't think he's gonna win.
But the thing is we all thought he'd lose prior to the round to Scheffler. Like we thought Scheffler's 2 back starting the day, like he's gonna win it, right? And here comes Rosie. Rosie birdies 14, 15, 16, and 17 after making a bogey at 12, where that put him 3 back. And, he comes up with this alternate solution to 18, where on the final day he hits driver instead of 3-wood. And it put him a whole lot closer. He didn't put it in the water. Puts him a whole lot closer. He didn't make birdie, but he found some confidence going into the playoff, and that made the difference. But yeah, Fleetwood, I love the guy. He's a class act. He's a really good player, but man, he bogeyed the first hole, and that you could just tell that right there is the nerves. he gets a drop from the grandstand off the 16th green, which is the
16th.
was the final par 5. Hits his chip over the green, makes 5. I mean, he had to make birdie there. Then he goes and makes bogey on 17. Comes up short on the approach and missed a 7-foot par putt. And you're like, there goes the tournament.
Came off.
Yeah, it's typical Tommy Fleetwood. I hate it.
I just felt so bad.
I really do like the guy, and I'd love to see him get a win. But man, he just doesn't make enough putts on Sunday. It's just that's what he does.
Well, didn't you curse him because you got that selfie with him?
No, that was at
the Truist
Cricket Club, and he actually finished in the top 10. He finished in the top 5, maybe there. He actually had a good week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was tough though. I was rooting for him, and like you said, on 16, just seeing that happen, it's like, come on, no. And then I'm like, maybe he makes this, maybe we get into a playoff, and then when the playoffs, I'm just like, oh, but this is not the ending I would have written.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have guessed that from the beginning. I don't think anybody really would have.
And that JJ Spawn goes 65-65 on the weekend, gets himself in another playoff.
How about him, man?
But man, he's having a great year.
Then they had to move the cup because I was like, what are they going to switch holes? Like, it was starting to get dark, and then they moved the cup, which was kind of cool.
Yeah, it was strange, wasn't it?
Yeah, I thought they were just going to go to a different hole because I even asked B. I was like, well, wait, like we're going to the. We're not going to play this hole the third time, right? And then all of a sudden, I see him switching the cup. I'm like, oh,
that
okay.
was bizarre.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that in a while.
I haven't,
But Justin
Rosie gets
Justin
it done,
Rose
man.
missed his first 21 cuts as a pro, and since then has 26 worldwide wins, 12 PGA Tour wins, is a U.S. Open champion, gold medalist, 7-time Ryder Cupper, and over 73 million in career earnings. Yeah,
he's probably in the Hall of Fame, probably, but I'd love to see him get another major. I'd love to see this guy win a Masters.
How old is he? Like,
he's 45. 43? He's 45, and this I didn't know. I mean, I've seen him, but he doesn't look 6'3", but he's listed at 6'3".
Is he really?
Yeah.
Skinny. Yeah. Lanky. Yeah.
But yeah,
we got it done though.
He's a class act, man.
For sure.
Yeah. He really is.
Yeah, and we talked about Cam last week, right? At seven runner-ups. Fleetwood has 12 top threes.
Yep.
12 top threes without a win. I mean, that is knocking on the door, man.
That was Ben Griffin on Corn Ferry like 2 years ago. It was like second place, third place, fifth place, second place. Hopefully, Tommy will get one for us one of these tournaments.
Yeah, and you talk about Cam Young. He does 64 in the final round, finished 11 under par. Another great week. We talked about Spawn. Scheffler over the green on 15 made a rare bogey. That was a really bizarre bogey for him on that hole. That's a short hole. And then makes birdies on 16 and 18, but it just wasn't enough. But when you see him on the leaderboard going into a final round, it's just like, 2 back, you're like, oh, he's going to win.
Yep.
And he didn't win this time. It's kind of crazy.
That's what I said. It was kind of weird this weekend. You're like, wait, you're like Tommy, like, nah, I don't think that's going to happen. Then you're like Scotty. Then you're like, you see Justin Rose. Then you're like, well, what's going on here?
Yeah. So, and Scheffler's caddy went home.
Belt out of the bag. Look at that belt.
Oh, there it is.
Let's see it.
That's the Bayonne.
Oh, that's the logo.
Oh, that fairy. That's cool. And that color
fairy.
green too. That's good.
Yeah.
Wait, what else is it?
Fairy.
The fairy and what's it? And the logo?
Yeah, the logo. Yeah.
Oh, that's clean.
That's awesome.
Wait, are you making fairy noises right now? Did you just do
the fog?
That's so good.
And Scheffler's caddy went home for a family emergency for Sunday.
Yeah, what's going on with Teddy?
I don't know what's happening. He lives in Louisiana.
Stay tuned with the Instagram and see what he puts up.
He didn't have far to drive, but Scheffler summons Brad Payne from Dallas, Texas, who caddied for him at Valhalla that time when Teddy went home for a graduation thing, and he's the tour chaplain. My wife's like, so why would he ask this guy on no notice to drive from Dallas? Why wouldn't he just get a local caddy? And I'm like, oh, I guess
I'm with your wife. And how cool would that be too? Just being like, hey, you come here, and then win the tournament just with Harry Mays on my bag. That'd be like the ultimate like Scotty Scheffler move ever. Like that'd be so cool. Like he carries my bag.
Right.
That's it.
Right. But yeah, Brad Payne did it again. So that was kind of wild.
Good stuff.
Did you miss Rory? Because I didn't.
Well, he's gracing.
You sure?
He's gracing the field this week.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
He's taking time out of his busy schedule to play some golf this weekend. In
You're welcome,
Maryland.
Harry. I told him
Yeah.
you missed him, so he said he'd come back for you.
All right, Danielle, let's spill some tea.
Oh, you wanna? Okay.
Yeah, let's spill some.
Well, you know what? I did have just a little bit of Rory tea for Harry because I know he loves it. And Harry, I know you love when Rory gives a little subtle, little check out my watch or talks about his watches. Yeah. So I saw a little clip and they said, Rory, do you remember what you bought with your first, big tour paycheck? And what'd you splurge on? And Rory goes, yes. And it's like the worst purchase ever. A watch with diamonds all around it. He's like, I can't believe I bought it. And he goes, I'm not going to say the name or the brand, what style it was, because it's not who I'm sponsored by now. But as he's walking away, someone's like, how much did it cost? So the price tag, he just subtly drops while he's walking away. He's like, 20 grand and just walks away. So
I think it was an Omega. Because I think he used to be an Omega
guy. Yeah, but if he was an Omega guy, why'd he buy it? 20 grand on a
That's my move right now. That's my move right now.
Oh, yeah?
Right? Yeah. So
I haven't worn a watch.
That's not 20 grand though.
That's not 20. That's 8 grand. All right, let's move on with some more tea. So when we're talking about top of the list, we're talking about PGA Tour. One name that's always up at the top that we think we're going to say is Scotty Scheffler. Well, Scotty doesn't lead this list. Harry Hall does.
What?
55 rounds in the 60s and counting. So you think it's time we start talking about Harry Hall as one of golf's best scorers? I think he's been pretty sneaky lately. 55 rounds in the 60s. Yep. And he's on to next week. So Harry Hall, 55 rounds in the 60s. Ben Griffin coming in second with 45. Chris Goddard with 43. Scotty Scheffler also with 43, and then Ryan Gerard, shout out to Jason Bale's guy with 42. So kind of some, I love these guys that when they're sneaky good. Like, I wouldn't say that, Ryan Gerard just yet, or maybe Ben Griffin is just there, but most people, if they have like a basic knowledge of golf, it's not a household name yet, but I love that. Those guys that are still just climbing up there and just, playing really well. And obviously talking about this with, those rounds in the 60s, 55 rounds in the 60s, Harry Hall, like he's having a season.
That's crazy. I think he's the best putter on tour this year, which they used to always say was Denny McCarthy, who's now down the list a little bit. And when they kept on saying that about Denny, and we love Denny,
we do,
but he hasn't won yet. And it's like they keep putting this moniker on him. Oh, he's the best putter on tour. Like that's a heavy thing to wear. Like to me, let's let him win first, and then let's call him the best putter on tour.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. He's had a couple, close finishes. I know at Pebble Beach and everything else, but like you said, it's a lot of pressure in you at that final round. As we just saw Tommy start with a bogey, it's like those jitters. They got to get it out and they got to figure it out. But we will see. Harry, you get to watch Happy Gilmore 2 yet?
I did.
Yeah, we broke it down last week.
Yeah, we broke it down.
I was afraid you did. I didn't get to listen to the episode yet. But
yeah, I thought Will Zalatoris was my favorite. He was my favorite PGA Tour player on.
How great was that? The choking,
it was awesome.
It was so funny.
Yeah.
I had to ask you that because I know you hadn't watched it, and we don't want to spoil anything.
I had a bunch of belly laughs. It was good. It was
right. I thought it was funny. It was
kind of what I expected. I wanted,
like I said, it's not like The Godfather. We're not expecting it to be like winning an Emmy. You know what I mean?
I wanted to smash something over Travis Kelce's head.
What about?
Did you watch Taylor's interview on New Heights? That came out this week? No. Yesterday, today.
Are you paying me?
I'm not a Swiftie.
No, I'm not doing that.
They say that their posts usually get 800,000 views or something. Their one yesterday had 162 million.
Yeah, I'm sure they did. Good for them.
Taylor Swift, that's her invite to come on Swing It and Ding It.
Yeah, help us out.
Yeah.
And Ruby will be jumping in Moose's places to conduct that interview.
Sure.
All right, guys, we got 1 week left. 6 spots up for grabs. The top 6 right now: Scheffler, Spawn, Schauffele, Henley, DeChambeau, and English. On the bubble: JT, Morikawa, Ben Griffin, Bradley, McNeely, Novak, Harmon, Young, Cantlay, and Burns. Who's getting in? Who's getting snubbed?
There's no way I'm taking Mav McNeely unless he wins this week.
Okay.
There's
Who you
no
taking?
way. Yeah. Well, it depends on if Keegan Bradley takes himself.
What do you think about that? Did you hear Rory's comments on that?
Yeah, Rory said he wouldn't do it.
Yeah, well, and then he's like, they've asked me, and they're like, oh, they've asked you, and he goes, well, no, it's been brought up, but I've shut it down, and he just said he doesn't think that it's fair because of all the additional media coverage, all the meetings, like everything else that you have to do. He's like, you have so many responsibilities and so much extra. I don't think you can fully like be a player. Yeah. But then you have Ricky Fowler on the other end saying like, no, like Keeg should play.
So did Cantlay. Cantlay said the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think a lot of other guys probably did too, but they just didn't show it. But here's one thing that was brought up. Eamon Lynch, actually, I'm going to give him some credit here because he actually brought this up. If you're Keegan Bradley and you're going to play, that's fine. But when do you play? You basically have to play in the team events on Friday, Saturday in the afternoon, because the morning, if you play in the morning, there's decisions to be made for the afternoon rounds that have to happen, based on who's playing. You don't totally preset the lineups prior to the day's play.
Yeah, I mean, if you're 3 down, you got to be like, we got to make some changes here.
Exactly. So if he's out there playing, maybe that can't be done. So he'd only be able to play in the afternoon on Friday and Saturday in the team events, which I never thought of that before.
That's a great point. I didn't think of that angle either. But that's the thing. Depending on who this is, like Scotty, he's hot all year round. But some of these other guys, it's like golf is very much a sport of when you're on, you're on. Right. And if that happens, Harry, as you were just saying, and it's like, okay, we're now down and we have to make some adjustments. It's like, what does he do? So it's like I think the captain hat
early in the singles round on Sunday, so he could get back out there.
I think there's no way he plays.
You don't think?
You know, it is a lot. Just talking about it right now, I'm like, wow,
unless like he wins. If he wins Sunday,
then it's a no-brainer.
Which would be a repeat. He'd be back BMWs.
Then I think it changes everything. But I'm curious to see with a guy like Cantlay who's sitting at 15 now. Cantlay's won here twice, so can he catch? Now, if Cantlay wins this week, that obviously he jumps right into there. Right. But like you have Cam Young who's won at this course. We talked about it last week. Hometown, the whole nine, bomber who's sitting at 14. Like a guy like Novak who was hot in the beginning, who's fallen off. I think there's no shot.
Novak's out.
McNeely out.
Yeah.
Bradley, that's the one. Griffin, again, he might be out too because he's just, JT is going to be on the team. Is Morikawa going to make it?
Yeah, and when you're looking at JT and Griffin and JT with that experience and everything else, but I don't know, Ben Griffin. I got to
put Ben Griffin on.
I watched this thing the other day. I just think Ben's like a new player, and I've known him for a while and seeing, and he's smart. I seen the PGA Tour following him the other day, and he was like walking into the trailer, and he goes, "What's up, Captain?" to Keegan. He saw him, and he's like, hey,
I think Ben's on the team.
The confidence, and also he's walking out of the trailer, and he's like, you know what? He's like, every week in and out, I see all the best players in there taking care of their body, doing their thing. And he's like, he basically said he's modeling himself after what he sees Scotty doing and, Xander doing and everything else. Right. Yeah, but no, every week he's in there getting like,
I think Burns has to be out.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think Burns has to be
out. For me, the guys in the bubble, I would say my picks would be like JT, Griffin, Cantlay.
How about Colin?
And Young.
Well, he's in. He's in.
Yeah, you think? Otto?
I mean, he's eighth.
I can't stand him, but he's in.
I know. I'm shocked that he's eighth. Like, I feel like he hasn't done anything.
He can't putt. You could have 60 caddies. He can't
not great
putt.
for the Ryder Cup.
I know that the top 6 right now, DeChambeau's in, but like, how do we like that? Like, what are your thoughts?
I love it.
You do?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, give me more. Inject him into my veins.
Oh, you need him in that event, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Beth Page is going to explode when he does. Oh my God, it's crazy. Gonna be great. Cam Young, I think is in.
I think he's going to be in too.
I do. I
mean, he can help himself this week. This week will be very interesting.
It's a big ballpark. It's a good spot for him. It's a good golf course for him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, some big names packing it up that we won't see this week. Made the first playoff stop, and then they're gone, missing the BMW. Potgieter, Aaron Rai, Jordan Spieth, Jake Knapp, Wyndham Clark. Minwoo will not be cooking. Tony Finau also missed by 16 spots. But
stinks.
Who's the biggest surprise to miss round 2 out of those guys? You think?
Wyndham.
Yeah. I'd agree with that, and I think that's why he doesn't make the Ryder Cup.
Yeah, and I have a feeling. I feel Team USA is probably pretty happy about that.
Yeah.
Like, he does not seem like a locker room guy to me, right? Well, he breaks locker rooms, so he's definitely not a locker room guy.
Right.
And is that somebody that you want, like, right now, with just coming off of that, it's like, let's just let that go for now and let him take his anger management courses. We'll come back to that later. But I want to talk about one last thing. Ricky Fowler, his playoff push, sponsored. Nearly half of his FedEx Cup points come from 6 sponsor invites, 6, including the one at the Truist in Philly that we saw. Yep. So enough to sneak him into the top 50 and lock up all of 2026 signature events. So I want to talk about it, right?
Yeah.
What do you guys think about that?
Well, go ahead, Moose. Go ahead.
Listen, for me, I remember talking to Joey Chitwood at the Truist, and he said the best person that he met that week was Ricky Fowler, that he came up to him and said, hey, is there anyone I need to talk to? Is there anything I could do for you? So me, who's a client person, who's a sponsorship person, I love it, right? I love someone who gets the business side of things and knows that sometimes it's not what you know, it's who you know. Sometimes it's not how you play, it's who you know, apparently. But I get it. I get that there could be outrage with taking a spot from somebody. But if you get a chance in life, you capitalize. And he's put himself in a position to get those chances. And I can't discredit him for that.
Yeah, nearly half, though, reminding you guys, nearly half of his FedEx Cup points come from 6 sponsor invites. Harry, let's hear your take.
But he played well in those events, obviously, when he got the opportunity.
Yeah.
And I think the tour is better with guys like Ricky Fowler on television more often than not. I still think he has cachet, maybe not as much, as he did 5, 6, 7 years ago. I get the whole, it was an interesting thing because I read the same thing you did. And it's like, I think guys like Ricky Fowler, when they're playing well or playing on television, is good for the PGA Tour. And I think it trickles down to everybody that plays on the PGA Tour in some way, shape, or form. So I like him. I wish he'd play better. I wish he'd win a freaking major. Maybe those days are gone, but I'm always been a Ricky Fowler fan.
Same.
And I just think the tour is better. They need to find the next Ricky Fowler or two. They need to.
Somebody just start wearing all one color.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm watching this U.S. amateur. This Miles Russell kid is years away. He's just committed to Florida State, but that's a guy.
Needs some electricity.
He will ignite the place. They need more guys like that. But as long as they've still got Ricky, he still has a following. He's got a great mullet, and let's keep him on TV.
Yeah. And, I love that you guys both kind of share a similar stance, because for me, I think that's exactly why sponsor exemptions exist. Ricky's not just a player. He's a walking brand. We all know most people, we're talking about household names. You say, what color does Ricky wear? They know it's orange. They know what his hair looks like. He's a walking brand. He sells tickets. He boosts the TV ratings. He brings eyeballs to an event. So if sponsors are investing big money to host a big tournament, why would they not invite these guys who are going to move the needle?
Yeah.
The exemption did exactly what it was designed to do: get more people through the gates, get more people watching at home. And Ricky played well with those exemptions, which locked him up. So, that's the point of the sponsors exemption for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
Great stuff.
Yeah.
Great stuff. Couple quick items. Go ahead. Sorry, Dave.
Oh, I was just going to say, that's the tea brought to you by Wear SPF.
That's right.
So if you're looking for sun protection that actually works and feels great, Wear SPF by PGA Pro Justin Thomas has you covered on and off the course. Dermatologist tested and sweat resistant. It's a broad spectrum SPF that won't mess up your swing or your skin. From the first tee to everyday life, protect yourself like the pros. Shop now at wearspf.com. That's wearspf.com, and stay sun safe all year long.
Go ahead, Harry.
She hammered that. Really.
Go ahead, Harry.
I mean, I'm not going to say it, but last week, I don't know.
Daniel, I got stuck.
You haven't listened back to the podcast.
I didn't get a chance to yet. I know. I had a wild week.
That's all you got. That's all I'm going to say. You just got to listen.
Who did my read?
I did it. And that hyphen in dermatologist tested tripped me up, and I glitched for like 40 seconds, and I was in a hole, and nobody was helping me. I was spiraling.
Yeah.
Powers
did you wear your SPF today at Bayonne when you were out there?
Of course I did.
You had it on.
Of course I did.
You like the face stick, right? Like,
yeah, because I get real red.
Did Brace
right here.
have it on his dome?
Brace did. Yeah. I mean, we were both sweating. It was hot out there, man. It was hot. We were thinking about putting the tampon in the hat. You ever see that move?
No.
Yeah. Guys put tampons in there.
Really? A pad?
Yeah. Because with the bald head, there's nothing to block it. It just
wow.
A pad. Yeah. This string hanging down. A pad. Yeah. Here's a guy with 4 daughters too, right?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Oh God.
A couple quick items. Our merch shop is up, and the beauty of having a merch shop is when things happen like they did yesterday when our buddy Alex.
How great is that shirt? Is that legit on?
It's legit on. It's up and running. Philly Golf with the car on fire.
Now explain this. Good. Like, how was he there at
playing around? Point?
Like
he plays there.
But wait, as he's over the ball, and all of a sudden you hear like.
But I mean, the filming of this was like so serendipitous. It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They said there was some longer footage, but they didn't want to share all of it because they were having some commentary about which course it was and everything. But
the car was literally on fire, and literally as he's like looking
at it exploded.
Like you just heard like as he's like, should I hit the ball? Should I watch what's going on? And I was the same way. I'm like, car player.
Yeah.
What is going on? But it's like they say, you know what I mean? It's like a fire. It's like you don't want to watch, but you're also like, what's going to happen?
But the link in our bio has that shirt for sale. It has the shirt Danielle has on right now. It has the shirt I have on right now. It has the he's golfing. We have to say it like that. He's golfing shirt that the wives love. It has the George Bush. Now watch this drive.
Now watch me hit this drive.
Now watch this drive.
The best. So check it out. Our outing, we're pretty much wrapped at this point. I probably could fit maybe a foursome or 2 in it if we're lucky, but that's about it.
Wait, did we decide? Is it us 3 with somebody, or what do we?
We haven't decided yet. We got to figure that out.
We need some new footage for a new intro.
Yeah, we got to figure that out. But so let's talk about Danielle. You got out of Turtle, I hear.
Yeah, because they shut down for 2 weeks. So went there over the weekend. So Sui AI is one of my clients. It's like it's a golf technology coach in your pocket, essentially. So putting some swings into there, I had Brandon hit some. So he messed up my index a little bit because he was under my profile. Then he tried to use it to negotiate shots with me. I was like, I don't think so. But yeah, hit a few shots there. Probably the last time that I'll use this set of clubs, because I swear, I know you guys are rolling your eyes, but I have it locked in. I even have the text message to prove it. I set up my club fitting with Neil Mark over at Jupiter Hills to get that all set up, ready to go. So was able to get out to Turtle. And then yesterday, I actually went to the park in West Palm. That place is so sweet. I mean, you guys.
The place you play under the lights?
Yeah, so they have the Lit 9, but they also have, it's an incredible public course, kind of, I believe it's like fully endorsed and set up by Seth Wall and some other people, but
it's not cheap.
Just the operation they have there. Yeah, it's not, but they have, we hosted Brandon's 30th surprise birthday party there. So there's 2 different places you can eat. There's also like a cabana with a tiki hut outside. And then the driving range, it's on turf, or you could hit it on grass. And then they have like all the metrics. It's not like a TrackMan, but something, a version of that, the technology there that you can set up. It's just beautiful. And it's, you can go and hit balls and go have lunch, grab a beverage. You can go play the Lit 9, or you can play it during the day, or you can go out and play the course. But I'm not going to lie, it probably lasted about 45 minutes. It was, I think, 98 degrees on Tuesday. And I was like, this is disgusting. I bent down to grab something out of my bag. I went to stand up and I'm like, am I going to pass out? Like it took a lot out of me. So it's just the temperature here right now. Brandon used to always say like, Florida's so hot. And me from my office air conditioning be like, what do you mean? It's fine. And now this year I'm like, got it. It's brutal. Yeah. We're hitting kind of peak right now of it being, mid-August, and we're excited to get up to Pennsylvania in a week and a half.
Yeah,
it's hot up
you
here
got out
too.
There. It is.
Yeah, because we're
a little bit.
Yeah, we're gonna go. We have a couple of things. We'll have to meet up in person. Maybe we can get a round or 2 in there, and then we're also going to go to Cobb's Creek.
That's right.
That's right. So looking forward to that. And then we have the
what was the date on that again?
26th, maybe.
Yeah, I actually looked at it today.
The week I'm back.
I think was it a Tuesday?
Yep, Tuesday the 26th.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah, I'm not.
So that'll be fun. Looking forward to that.
Perfect. And Harry, you had a big event.
Yeah, I did. I didn't withdraw this time. Last year in this event, it's a gross event, not net. I withdrew. I did not this time. I played it all the way through and putted horribly. And it's not because of my putter. It's because of me. I just have no commitment to hit a putt hard enough on our greens. And the hole was looking about the size of a thimble, about 6 holes, 7 holes in, and it was all bad. I had 39 putts on Saturday, the first round. 30.
So what do you mean you can't hit it hard enough? You're just in your head on this course specifically, or like
the greens are fast, but I still, try to baby them in. Like I just have this really difficult time hitting putts firm enough.
I'm gonna send you this thing that Brad sent me or showed me in real life. You put the tee when you're addressing the ball, on the green, but same thing. He's like, I'm either when I was, destroying the ball, hitting it too much. He's like, you're bringing your putter back too far. And then I wasn't hitting it enough. And so he put a tee there, and then you can visually, obviously you need to go and warm up on that specific green to see how they're rolling that day. But when you're hitting a few putts before your round, you put the tee there, and then you kind of can visually see when I bring my putter back, this far from the ball, it's going to go this. When I do this, I do that. Obviously break and speed and everything else.
Yeah, because I don't want to hit it
dial
harder
that in
at impact. I just need to take the putter back further.
Well, yeah, so that's a good drill.
Same rhythm of stroke.
Yep,
but
you put that
I was
tee in the ground.
miserable that day. If I'd have had 30 putts, I'd have shot a decent round because I hit the ball really good. And then the second day, you're totally out of it. I was the highest handicap player in the field, so I wasn't expecting anything great.
We got to call what's his face on him, Moose. The
Trevor.
Yeah, no. The let's go to the gin.
Yip Strickler.
Strickler.
Yip Strickler. Yeah.
Sorry, my brain couldn't process.
I was the highest handicap
do we need to report
player
Harry?
by far, and had no chance to begin with. But I just wanted to play better, and I just didn't. I putted miserably both days.
Try that tip out. Let me know if it works.
Yeah, I'll try that next time.
Because it's a nice thing to see visually, before you go out, and then kind of just put that into play.
Next time I'll play 18 will be Sunday at Stonewall.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
yeah. That's a fun
cool
one.
logo bingo. That's the cow, right?
Yeah, that's the cow.
That's a cool spot. I like that course.
Cow.
I feel like it's just out on the farm and just
it's awesome.
Yeah, that's a cool spot.
Yeah. Well, I had the Derby event at the Legacy Club, and I have thought about it. I have thought about it every second since the weekend. It's haunting me just because
I saw you kind of pull your hat down a little.
Yeah, I mean, I was paired with my guy Sal Galati, club champion, buddy of mine, guy who helps me out there. Couldn't have been happier. And we were standing on the 14 tee box at 7 under. At that point, I had 2 net eagles, 2 and 10.
That's the driving hole that Wes Patterson was hitting tee balls on, right?
Yeah. And we finished up the day at 3 under.
Ooh.
What happened?
And
Tommy Fleetwood. We got Tommy Fleetwood Jr. here.
You Fleetwooded.
We parred 17 and 18 too.
Really?
So, yeah. So, I mean, listen, Sal.
Are we going to talk about 15 and 16 or we're not?
14,
we're just going to pull the hat down
15 and 16.
Yeah.
And Sal wants to take all the blame. He's a 2. All he has to do is par, but also I could help, and I didn't give any help. We just fell apart. And it's funny because
we'll leave it at that.
The team we're playing with, they struggled a little bit on the front, and they were on fire in the back. And after the round, he's like, "Dude, I was watching you guys, and it just felt like I could like." On 15,
15's an easy hole too, isn't it? That's one of the shorter ones.
Rub it in, hair. Rub it.
Little dog leg, soft dog leg left.
Very hard green though. Huge, very hard green, and the pin was back left. So I hit my drive. It scoots a little bit to the right. I have a look. I go over. It's sitting on a root. So I'm like, oh man. And Sal, to his credit, he's like, dude, you don't take a huge divot. He's like, pretend it's not even there.
Just pick it.
Well, I get a pitching wedge, and dude, I pick it to about 15 feet. I'm walking up now on 15. Like now, his shot, he was about 3 or 4 feet behind me, and I'm putting for net eagle. His putt, he hits it a little firm, and it gets up and goes. So now I'm like, crap. So you know what I do?
Soft it,
putt it, comes back 3 feet past where I putted it from. Wind up with a 4 putt. and walk off the green.
Oh, we did an opportunity for Nettie.
It's the worst thing ever. A 4 putt.
So I mean,
it's worse than a 3 putt.
Yeah, and then day two, I had nothing. Sal played really well. We got to like 3 under. I stunk, but shout out to Eric Spiller and Jeff Dulong who won. They shot a 69-68. So I mean, they
when
played.
You're hot. That's golf.
Yeah, and my guy Ronnie Teeny and Joe Fatale, who were the day 1 winners. But it was so fun. I mean, it was so challenging. You have to putt everything out, right? You're grinding over 6-inch putts, right? Like the whole 9. Like it just and kudos to Sal and Ryan Murphy who run the event too, because a lot of emotions, a lot of money on the line, a lot of people bitching, like it's a lot to deal with. And the staff at Legacy Club always is incredible in the way they do stuff. So it was a blast.
You sent me that spreadsheet, man. That was a lot of money.
Yeah,
I mean, a lot of money.
Yeah, there was.
Jeez.
But a lot of fun. Looking forward to playing again. So now and then next week I'm up in Lake George. I'm going to get a couple rounds in with Greeny.
Trip, right?
We're going to at Ticonderoga. Looking forward to that. But we move into the second round of the playoffs here.
Playoffs.
BMW Harry Caves Valley.
Yeah,
great spot.
Big ballpark.
Bernie, there's the pro up there.
Yeah, I've actually played in the senior event with the eventual winner, who was Gerard Rosado, who was actually an assistant at Caves Valley a long, long time ago when he was still in the golf business. But yeah, Caves Valley, it's like a Muirfield Village kind of feel. Tom Fazio design, 1991. It was renovated by his son Logan in 2020. Prior to the 2021 BMW, which was won by Patrick Cantlay in that terrific playoff against Bryson DeChambeau. I mean, you talk about just epic golf. That I've rewatched that multiple times since it happened. It was just so great. But there was a par 72 back then, 7,542 yards. Now it's a par 70, 7,601 yards. So they add a little bit of length and chopped it down to a par 70. So you would think the scores are going to be a little bit not quite as great. I mean, Patrick Cantlay was 27 under par in 4 rounds a couple of years ago. The greens are bent grass. They average 5,200 square feet. Fairways are bent grass also, and the rough is fescue, rye, and bluegrass, and they got it at about 3 inches. There's 7 water hazards, and in play on 5 of the holes, including that little creek that meanders up the right side on the final hole, which I believe Bryson hit one of his balls into during the playoff. They reversed the 9, so that's typically the 9th hole for the members, but it's going to be the 18th hole for this tournament. And there's 86 sand bunkers, only 2 par 5s, number 4 and 16. There's 4 par 3s, 3, 6, 13, and 17, and both 13 and 17 measure out at 240 yards plus. So big boy golf on the back 9, especially for the par 3s. And there's 2 par 4s that measure out over 500 yards, number 2 and number 12. There's a short par 4s at 4 and 11. And behind me is number 12. It's actually number 3 for the members, but it's going to be number 12 for the tournament. But yeah, big boy golf. It should be great. You hit it far, you're going to have a big advantage here. Yeah,
I had my counterpart in Washington D.C. played it. He said I played Caves this week that was set up for the BMW, insanely hard. 521 par 4. Stip was at a 12. Rough that required my all. And he said it was cool. They actually had them set up with their names on the caddy bibs.
Nice.
That's cool. What kind of event was that?
It was just like I don't know. They got out there for something. I don't know if it was a media event or what, but
that's cool though, with the names on the bibs and stuff.
Really course. But that was the course, of course, sponsored by Buy My Balls. Tee off with top tier golf balls without the top tier price. BuyMyBalls.com. Top quality recycled premium brands for a fraction of the price. Go to BuyMyBalls.com. That's balls with a Z.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm sure you remember that a couple years ago, right?
Yes.
Both of you guys. Cantlay shot 66, 63.
That's when Cantlay was 66. Fire.
He was fire.
The putter.
His tongue out. Have his tongue out in the shots, and he had those UCLA powder blue pants on, the slacks on. The fans were cheering more for Cantlay in that event than Bryson. Now think about the way things have flipped, because if you played the same event today, everybody be cheering for Bryson, because now Cantlay's a bad guy.
Yeah.
Now he's like,
gotta pay me to play for my country.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Well, let's see the line with our friends over at Bet Parks. All right. So according to our buddy Jeff Ulrich, of the top 12, whoever has the winners here have had a top 12 or better in the last 4 starts. And of the top 10, only 3 were worse than T12 in the FedEx. So this is obviously, when you get this close and you're whittling it down, you're right there. You have Keegan, Victor Hovland, and we talked about Cantlay that won it twice. I actually took Hovland in the one and done, who I had left with. See if he still has a little magic here at this place. But
I took him last week.
Oh boy,
stinks.
Yeah. But obviously Scotty, super short odds, 225, followed by Rory, who's gracing the field with his presence at 750, Xander at 1800, and then you got Fleetwood at 2000. If you think after last week Fleetwood's going to win this event, you are out of your mind.
No.
But I am really curious to see the JTs, the Cantlays, the Henleys, the Ben Griffins, the Colin Morikawas, Goddard-Ups, all the guys that are in the Ryder Cup conversation. That's where my eyes will be. But I like Cam Young this week. I think it's a pretty fair number at 2,800 for him.
Yeah.
And I could see him, maybe that monkey's off his back and he's going to get another W that quick. How about that if he would get another one that quick?
Down somewhat from 3,000. I think he opened at 3,000, so 2,800. So
yeah.
Some people are thinking the same way. I actually like him in a top 10. My guy this week is Xander Schauffele because he's 43rd right now in the FedEx Cup. He needs a solo 21st or better to make East Lake.
How about that?
Which is a place where he dominates East Lake. Like that golf course, he has outshot the winners, the eventual FedEx Cup winners, because they'd get the couple of shots advantage, but he actually plays better golf there than the guys who ends up with the FedEx Cup. But to get there, he needs to be 21st or better. So he's got to have a big week. He's due. We know he got off to the slow start. It's been his putter that's really kind of held him back. So I'm going to take him in the one and done. I got Cam Young in the top 20 or top 10. And the 50th place person is JT Poston. Just made it in.
Yeah.
He needs a top 20. He needs a solo 11th to make it to East Lake. I'm going to take him in a top 20. I don't know that he gets a solo 11th, but I'm going to play that he's going to play pretty hard and get into the top 20.
I like that.
Yeah.
Curious to see, man. Cantlay, that what can he do? Can he get magic at a place he's had success? Can he find it this late in the season? He's been hanging around. He just hasn't been the Cantlay that we know. And I think the Team USA could use him in this event if he could catch a little fire right now, because he drives people crazy on the other team, and you love to see that.
Yep.
So.
No doubt about it. There's a lot at stake here when you think about not just East Lake, but the Ryder Cup implications for the American team. Because like we said last week, the European team is pretty much set.
Yeah.
Pretty much set. But
who are you taking, Danielle?
Should be great.
I'm actually looking at it right now because I missed 4 deadlines, and I'm probably so far out of it. I was like, okay,
What did you make your one and done pick yet?
That's what we're looking at.
Okay.
Because when Harry said it, I just really quick pulled it up.
There's no way Powers makes one from Alaska. There's no shot. No shot. But the USAM is going on right now at an Olympic Club. I was watching some of it prior to the show. And Kevin Lydon, not Brian Lydon from the 1912 Club.
No,
Kevin Lydon from Lulu was actually in it. He qualified for it, survived a 5-hole playoff, but did not make the field of 64. So he didn't make the match play. Was eliminated earlier this week, but congrats to him for making it out there.
Very cool. So. Such a cool course, too. So Brandon and Pat Ross, actually, for the USGA 4-ball in its first year, played the Olympic Club. And I caddied for Brandon for one of the rounds on the Ocean course. I'll tell you what, though, that weather is absolutely bipolar. The one day was like 75, and I come out like wearing a golf skirt the next day, and it was like 40. I went and dropped like $500 in the pro shop to like be able to feel my legs.
These guys were all wearing slacks and heavy fleeces today.
Especially on the ocean course. And if you're early in the morning or out there, it's cold. Yeah. But it's really, really, really cool course.
Really cool.
And US Amp too, just seeing those names come up and get to the quarterfinals. Excited to continue watching that.
No doubt. Great stuff. Thanks again to Jerm for filling in for us. Powers will be back next week. I will be on hiatus next week. You guys have to hold the fort down for me.
Yeah.
I'll get the wear SPF. I'll do that.
Thank you.
Maybe I'll do the buy my balls. I'll get crazy.
Yeah, get nuts. We got some good guests lined up for the future here. So looking forward to it. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. See you next week.